Hi, everybody. I'm super excited to be here on this Tuesday, May 27th, IPA, to introduce your moderator, Chelsea Parker. Chelsea has been on my team now for, it'll be 2 years this July. And if you've never met her in person, she is a super positive, super exciting person. You're going to find that out on this call. Chelsea has a huge why to be in this business. Every morning I wake up pretty early. I've had a slew of messages from her, and that just shows her positive outlook on the company, on her ideas. She's always got something popping, a fresh idea or something she's excited about. And to me, that keeps my business fueling because there's always somebody under me fueling me ideas. And it keeps me excited because sometimes you can get stagnant and stale on your own things. And she's one that actually fuels me to keep churning and burning. So I'm super excited she is able to moderate here. She has leveled up her business, leveled up all levels in her life right now, her fitness, her journey with her postpartum. And so I'm super proud of her. She's like turned into my little sister. Feel weird saying that because we work together, but I'm older. I feel like I'm a lot older than her. So, with no further ado, I do want to welcome Chelsea to the call to be your moderator today and guide us through this IPA.
Yeah, so hey guys, I'm super excited to be here and thank you, Kristen. I had no idea, other than last night, Sarah told me you were gonna hop on and introduce me, so no idea what you were gonna say, but leading off with my 5 a.m. text messages is probably perfect and sometimes sooner, but I know Kristen pretty well at this point, so I know even if I text her before her 5 a.m. wake up, she will text me once she sees that. And yes, she said I do have a lot of whys. So that's actually what I want to just introduce myself for the ones of you who I haven't been able to meet or have never met me before. I just want to give you a little background on me, why I do this business, what the drops have done for me, and then I'll open it up to all you guys and we will run this IPA so we can get all kinds of nuggets. But to start with, I met Kristen. I started training at Atlas at Kristen's gym. It was around January of 2023, a little before then. So December 2022, I came in there and I was training. Needless to say, she watched me train, she watched me take other products, not PartnerCo. She watched me take other garbage products. And anyways, come on to July 2023. Kristen had just gotten back from Puerto Rico and she had decided she was going to turn business. So, with her turning business, she needed to build a team. So that gave Kristen the extra incentive to reach out to me. She had been watching me and I had been watching her. I had been looking at all the products on the shelves. I sent Kristen a screenshot last year. It was February of 2023. And I said I joined PartnerCo July. So February, I had taken a picture of PartnerCo products. I had taken a picture of the drops. Y'all, I was trying to figure this stuff out. Neither me or her knew it though. We were both just, fitness girls and both liked products. Hers were just a whole lot better. And so, anyway, she approached me. I did not need to lose any weight at the time. So, my story is a little different than some of yours, but I'll tell you, come full circle, I've been both sides of it. So, at the time, I had gone through infertility, unexplained. I ended up having my son, my first son, Brody. When Kristen introduced the drops to me, I was about 18 months postpartum. I didn't need to lose any weight. I was a registered nurse for a little over 10 years. I left that job to stay home, to be with my son, to chase my dreams, which was being in the fitness industry, becoming a personal trainer. And so she introduced the drops to me. What she didn't know was that I had struggled with anxiety, depression, even sleep problems for years. When I say years, I mean at least 15 years old. I have been on stuff and I have been on a lot of medication, anti-anxiety, things like that. That I just assumed I'd be on for the rest of my life because why not? Like they worked, but I didn't want to be on them. Like I was starting to have a family. I'm still young. I'm 33 right now. Like I did not want to, have all these medications on my nightstand every night. Like, who wants to have that? So, anyway, she introduced the products to me, told me what they could do. And at the same time, she introduced the business to me, which is what I will forever grateful for because one, these products, they have changed my life. Like, we can't make any medical claims. I can't cure, treat, diagnose with these products. None of us can. But I've been able to get off anxiety, depression medications. I no longer take any sleep medications. I feel better than ever. I look better than ever. And I had a baby 11 months ago. Like, that's insane. I'm fixing to have a 1 year old coming up. And just to say, like, I believe that these products helped me snap back and get my body back faster. Yes, I work out. I said I was a personal trainer. So I know you're going to be like, she exercises. But I did all the things before and did not have results like this, not like I have had on these products. And then the financial side of things, guys, like that's what this business is. It is an actual opportunity for the average person, for the mom, for the teacher, for anybody who just wants to do better. Because Kristen told me, there was a system that had came out and she was like, we post, we share, we sell these drops. Literally what you're going to hear everybody share on here today, things they are doing to make the sale or to get a brand partner. But I started doing those things. I remember, and the way I start every single brand partner that wants to make money in this business, I tell them, write a list. That's what Kristen did with me. Write a list. I bet 10, and you can give them a small list. Please don't tell them 100, because if you tell them 100, you are going to scare them away. Give them a list, 10 to 20 people. Say, I bet 10 to 20 people who these products can help, either hot flashes, hormones, weight loss, energy, any of these things. And so that is my story, but I wouldn't be able to keep personal training and have been able to launch off that, like, the entire career I've dreamed of if PartnerCo wouldn't have entered my life. Like, I think I would have, because right now I'm killing it training and I'm so thankful and I'm still like, I'm gaining clients. But at the time, it was just like this. Like, for me, just like PartnerCo, I had to do it from the ground up. I was a nurse. I didn't come with a whole clientele. Like, I was trying to let people know I was now in the fitness industry. They knew I worked out, but this is starting a business from the ground up. So have them write a list of 10 to 20 people that they can help and then have them go after that list, because they're going to know people from that list, and then it doesn't make just posting so scary. So that's a really good that's going to be the IPA I want to leave for today. I think I shared all my story that I wanted to share. My story's really long. I guess the second half of the story, like I said, was I have had another baby, so enter the PartnerCo products. I stayed on them, got in really good shape, had no problem getting pregnant the second time. I had gone through 2 years and miscarriages, unexplained infertility before I had Brody. And then I got on these PartnerCo products and I became in great shape. I became in tune with my body. I was just a healthier version of me. And then when I was wanted to get pregnant again, I didn't have any problems. I had other miscarriages, but that's just something, you can't help. But I got pregnant and I got pregnant with ease. And that itself, like, that was a huge blessing. And now I have Dane. And then I got back on these drops. I got back on them about 4 months postpartum. So I had Dane June, let me say his birthday right. June 18th of 2024. And then I got back on the drops October 29th. And since then, I mean, it's been such a journey. And let me tell you too, another thing about the drops is that it may take longer than your first box for them to work. This second time that I took the drops after Dane, I didn't think they were going to work for me. I went through one whole box and I was like, oh my gosh, these might not work. And then I didn't tell anybody though, because I was like, I know these work. And so I kept on the drops. And then it was about that 6th week, like, I snapped out of the postpartum depression. I started doing things. I started leaving the house. I started posting on social media. So my other biggest tip, like, for your business, is just don't quit. Like, don't give up. Even if you have a bad day, if you have a bad month, if you have bad months, because you're going to, like, life is going to hit. the biggest key, like the biggest tip I can give is do not quit. Because if you quit, you're never going to find out what happens. Like if I would have gotten pregnant and if I would have been like, oh no, I'm pregnant, I'm going to get big and how am I going to sell these skinny drops? Y'all, my skinny drop sales went up when I was pregnant. Because you know what? When I got pregnant, that kicked up my motivation. And I was like, I'm going to do this. Like, I have to make real money for my family. And so I did. I turned it up. And then the same thing happened, again, postpartum. I went through a postpartum slump, y'all. I went through postpartum depression. I had I think I still have a little bit of postpartum anxiety. But these drops help, and I didn't give up, and look at me now, like, I'm here moderating this IPA call, my team is growing, my sales are growing, I'm gonna rank up, so y'all can watch me rank up soon because that's gonna be fun, and, it's a fun experience, so I'm glad I said yes.